We just finished our first season with our cottage rental, so we're doing an honest breakdown of the numbers, and this is part 2, what went wrong. First, our hot water tank broke with our very first guests. It cost us $2,000 in total, $1,000 for the new hot water tank, $500 to the plumber, and $500 in refunds. The guests only told us on their third night. We're immediately there within an hour and then had a new hot water tank within 24 hours. They asked us for a refund for the 4 nights without hot water, which kind of felt like a stretch considering they only told us on night 3. Their stay was being covered by insurance anyways. They had collected a refund at the place they stayed the week before, and so it kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth. They also said, don't worry, we understand things happen. Thanks for the refund. We'll give you an amazing review, and then proceeded to not give any review. The good thing that came out of Hot Watergate is that we do have a new hot water tank now, so we shouldn't have issues for a very long time. Next up, we had 2 electrical issues. It is an older cottage, and this can happen when you're using different appliances at the same time. The guests for both of these were awesome. I love them very much. The first one we were able to fix via chat. They just had to flip something and we walked them through it. The second one, there was more of an issue, so we had to bring our electrician in. So that one cost us $250, but again, we got some new wiring out of it. So all of these expenses really are helpful in the long run. Now, our last 2 guests had issues. We were probably pushing it by having people book in October. But with that said, the first guests were upset that I couldn't change the screened-in porch into a windowed room before dinner time. So they gave us a 3-star review, which is honestly a totally reasonable reaction. Our very last guest had some issues with the toilet being a little slow. They were a little slow to communicate, which made it hard. We had our turnover concierge check it out in the morning. We offered them a temporary solution so that we could kind of just leave them alone to enjoy their stay. I just offered up a $250 refund because I was so salty from the last bad review that I really just didn't want anyone else ruining my end of season vibe. They never responded to our last message or the refund, but in the end, they ended up giving us a 5-star review. One thing I've learned is that some people are just less frequent communicators. Despite these issues, we still ended the season with Superhost status, 100% response rate, and a 4.9 review, even though it would have been a straight 5 across the board if it wasn't for that one 3-star review, because apparently I can't produce windows out of thin air. Overall though, we are both eternal optimists, so we still gave it an A+ experience. Our turnover gal was absolutely fantastic, and it was pretty hands-off once we automated the messages and stopped checking in on the property between guests. If you want a full cost breakdown over the last 3 years that was involved in renovating this, or if you just have any questions about our short-term rental experience, feel free to drop them in the comments.